Is editing your real estate photography actually saving you money? Or is it costing you and your business even more? Now, the reason that I'm making this video is because I have seen a lot of larger content creators in the real estate photography sphere recently talking about how you can edit your photos yourself and you can do it faster and you can do it better than outsourcing it. And I think that this glosses over a really big fact about running a real estate photography company and running a small business that I really want to get into, because it can be kind of a dangerous trap, and there may be some reasons behind it for why they are pushing that on their own channels that are about teaching people how to edit real estate photography. Now, in this video, I am going to talk about the real cost of editing and why it is going to be cheaper for you to find a more reliable editor or editing team that you can send your work to as opposed to doing it in-house. So a little bit of backstory is I used to work for a company where there were three of us. I was the sole photographer, and we had two people who would stay in the office, take care of editing, administration, stuff like that. And I was shooting in the busy season 7 to 8 homes a day plus twilights. That would include drone, video, photos, Matterports, all of that stuff. We would then edit everything the next morning, and a lot of times we'd have to come in early to get that stuff done. And at first, for the first few years, it was kind of, motivating, because you were doing so much work and you were doing it at a degree that was at an elevated level. But it's very hard for people to understand the toll that it takes. And a lot of times we sacrifice editing things at night or coming in really early in the morning to make up for that. And all it comes down to is we see that dollar amount going out for editing and we think, it's just not worth it. I could do it in this time, or I could do this and do that. But I think that that is a trap that a lot of new business owners fall into, and sometimes people who are a little bit old school, who are not used to working in the kind of global, fast-paced, always connected market that we live in right now. And that brings us to the myth. This myth that if you just do it yourself, you can do it faster, or you can do it, for less money, and it will keep more of your money in your pocket and less sending it overseas. And it comes from this idea that these guys sell tutorials. Their whole business model on YouTube is selling tutorials on how to do this. You can buy their actions, you can just buy their program, use their affiliate links, all of those things. And it's very frustrating to me, because while it is very important to understand how to do it, you also need to remember that to do it at a very high degree, to do it at this top 10, 5, 15%, whatever you want to be at, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of time. There is no trick to doing this. The best way to get perfect window masking is to hand do it with a pen tool, or use luminosity masking and blend it with the pen tool and everything else. There are little tools here and there that you need, but every situation is different. And to think that just selling a tutorial that has an action attached to it, or if you just did this, it would go faster and you would save more money, is doing a disservice to a lot of people who are new to this and who are getting into it, because they think that it is going to save them so much money, but it actually comes with a really steep cost. And that brings us to the actual cost of this. And it's something that, for me, let's take an example of 30 photos. Those are going to be the interiors. 30 interior photos, 10 exterior photos. We're not going to factor in drone or anything like that. For 30 interior photos, edited and delivered in 12 hours the next morning, ready to go, that costs $45 for me and my editor. Now, it may cost you more, it may cost you less, but it cost me $45. Now, let's take that same example and apply it to editing ourselves. If it's going to take you 3 minutes a photo on average, that's going to take around 90 minutes to edit that one shoot just for you. And if you are out shooting all day long and you come back and you're going to have 2 or 3 shoots, you're going to spend 90 minutes times 3. You're going to spend almost 6 hours editing photos afterwards. And it comes down to the idea of, what is your time worth? Because your time could be better spent doing marketing. It could be better spent doing back-ended business administration, all of the things that need run, a spreadsheet's updated, all of the financials. As a small business owner, we have to do all of it. And our time is very, very valuable. And that is the key when it comes to all of this. And I understand that it's frustrating to try and find an editor. It can be, just mind-numbing sometimes. But it is so worth it for the amount of time that you will save for yourself, for your employees, and the amount of money that you will end up saving. Because collaborating does not make you less of a photographer. Working with an overseas editor, working with an editing house does not make you any less good at what you do. It makes you better. And Burnout is not a badge of honor. It's a business killer. You have to remember that when we are doing things at scale and we are trying to grow and we are trying to be better at what we do, it will end up killing your business if you try and keep everything in one house and take on all of the responsibilities. That's why we hire other people. That is why we outsource things, so that we can be more efficient and better at what we do. So to close this out, I want you to think about, what is your time really worth? Are you building a better business, or are you just giving yourself another job by also being the editor, by also being the person who delivers, and the photographer, and the videographer, and the Matterport person? Are you building a smarter, better business? So I really want you guys to think critically about your time and what it's worth, how you spend it. Set those healthy boundaries. And when you find yourself butting up against them, then you know it's time to look at something else. Look at ways to be more efficient. Look at ways to not be the editor, the videographer, the Matterport person, ways to automate your business and create something simpler that is more sustainable. And remember, the best photographers aren't the ones who do everything themselves. They're the ones who run a smart, sustainable business. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all of the subscribers. We're well over 1,500 now. And if you've made it this far, I appreciate everything that you have helped me achieve and all the things that we're going to learn together. And I will see you guys on the next one.